PRC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
This is James Spann. You clicked onto the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Monday, the 24th day of November, getting set for the big Thanksgiving holiday and that long weekend ahead. And wet is the word at times today. Let's look at the Skycam images around the network this morning. First off, from downtown Birmingham, we're looking north from the top of the Daniel Building. The sky cloudy, a little light rain in spots. It is raining in Gadsden. That's a Skycam up on Lookout Mountain overlooking the city. And also light rain falling in Walker County. That's our camera on top of the King Building in downtown Jasper. And, hey, beginning to look a lot like Christmas, huh? Here's a look at the water vapor satellite imagery this morning. Once again, a trough axis establishing west of the state, providing some rising air motion. And with a little moisture, we'll see a little rain today, off and on. Temperatures this morning, of course, are warmer because of the clouds. We've got mostly 50s over West Alabama and 40s on the eastern side of the state. And the coldest air this morning is off to the west over the Rockies, where many spots are way below freezing, and also pretty cold over the northeast as well. Here's a peek at the radar this morning is of 5:05, and you can see it's raining in scattered sections of the state, and that's the kind of day it's going to be. I don't think it rains a lot, but it will rain some. And here's the expected rain for the next 5 days. Now, understand, this takes in two rain events. This takes in the event today and another rain event expected at the end of the week on Friday. So between this one and the second one, there's some hope here of maybe picking up 1 inch of rain over the northern part of the state with the lighter amounts down south. Today's event, I think we see a 1/4 inch, and that's about it. But the deal at the end of the week might offer maybe 1/2 inch, something like that. Now, I don't know if we can get 1 inch between the two, but 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch, I would say, more likely. We'll look at modeling. This is the 06Z run of the GFS, valid at noon today. And you can see our shortwave moving in from the west. That's going to produce the rain today. There's a look at the surface chart. The surface low is located between Detroit and Indianapolis, and that's moving up toward Canada. We're catching the trailing front. And tomorrow, a brighter day. Dry air returns. It will be cooler, but nothing radically cold. Highs should be in the mid-50s tomorrow. And again, it should be a bright, sunny day. Wednesday, pretty much the same deal. We'll be around freezing Wednesday morning. The high should be in the probably mid to upper 50s. And again, that's your big travel day, the day before Thanksgiving, looking around the vast fruited plain of the United States. A little light snow around the Great Lakes, no big deal. Really, I'd say the Great Lakes around Detroit, and that's about it. And also some lake effect snow for maybe Buffalo and Erie. And really, oddly enough, the wettest weather on Thanksgiving, or the Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, is going to be back in the southwest. Phoenix and Los Angeles. Even Las Vegas might see some rain. Again, one of our radio affiliates is out in Phoenix. We are hitting the chance of rain pretty good Wednesday. And then for Thanksgiving Day, around here, we stay dry. Temperatures will peak probably in the low to mid-60s. We know a little bit of moisture return off to the west, and then on the day after the big shopping day, that looks pretty wet. Surface low right on top of Birmingham. So again, this one should be more wet than the system today. Hopefully it will bring us 1/2 inch of rain, maybe more in spots. And, of course, shoppers don't mind. They just go shopping anyway. And then Saturday, starting off the weekend, it's Iron Bowl Saturday. Interesting split flow. You've got the polar trough over the east and a cutoff low developing over Baja California. And again, if this were January, that makes you go, The polar trough delivers the cold air. The cutoff shoots out these little minor ripples that produce periods of precipitation. But it's November, not January. And let's get down and look at what happens underneath that. At the surface on Saturday, that looks dry and cool. So for the moment, for the Iron Bowl game, we'll forecast a partly sunny sky with a high somewhere in the 50s. Exactly where we wind up will be more specific later this week. But at the moment, it doesn't look like we'll have any major weather issues. And, a week ago, the GFS at one point was suggesting heavy rain. At one point, it was suggesting very cold weather. But this looks fairly benign. And then on Sunday, wrapping up the Thanksgiving holiday weekend, this is suggesting, again, fairly tranquil weather, cool and dry. Some rain down in the Gulf, but no serious travel problems around the Deep South, generally speaking, which is good. Then a week from today, again, the weather looks fairly uneventful. Now, let's look deeper into December. How about December the 5th? Boy, that looks cold. Look at the trough deepening over the east and taking charge. And down below that, that's suggesting little light rain here, a little light snow up north over Tennessee, Kentucky, and points north with that impulse coming through. And on the 6th of December, very, very cold is the word there. So, again, it's going to be hard to warm up in this kind of pattern as a huge amount of cold air covers the continent. And at the end of the forecast 3 days later on the 9th of December, again, look at the trough pumped up over the western part of Canada up toward Alaska. And, that's going to bring down some very cold air over much of the country. Again, a 1,040 millibar high up there. And we'll just see how it plays out. But, again, it sure looks like any warming will be rather temporary in this kind of pattern for a while. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 3:30 or so today. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 5, 6, and 10. Again, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.